Ma'am, your mic is off.
Okay. So, good morning, everyone. So today we're going to learn about the designing of push-down machine. In the designing of push-down machine, always whenever I say the word push-down machine, what you have to remember is that push-down machine is a machine that can understand a context-free language, and context-free language is a language for the context-free grammar, which is a type 2 grammar as per the Chomsky hierarchy. Context-free language. Um, the example is a raised to n, b raised to n. The string, the words of the type of a raised to n, b raised to n, its number of a's and number of b's are same, is the example of context-free language. And the power of push-down machine is in between finite state machine and Turing machine. So the little power is added to finite state machine, like we can have a stack added to finite state machine and we get the push-down machine. And the Turing machine is having the power of the digital computer. Today's digital computer power is equivalent to the Turing machine. Okay, so any problem that you can solve is solved by the Turing machine. So Turing machine can perform anything: addition, subtraction, multiplication, logical reasoning operations, or recursion. All such kind of problems can be solved by Turing machine. So pushdown machine is a machine. If you add stack to the finite state machine, we get the pushdown machine, and it understands the language, that is context free language. Okay, so this we have done. Like we need to know how to design the context free language or context free grammar for a particular statement, and it is always represented in the form of recursion. Left hand side is a single variable, right hand side is the combination of variables and small case letters. Okay, so a raised to n, b raised to n. If you remember this example, you will be able to solve any problem of designing of context-free language. That is S is represented in the form of S. Okay, so this we have done previously. Now pushdown machine is like, these are the features that you have to remember, that we have the input tape. Input tape is the memory device where the input word is stored. After processing the word, machine will go to the final state. So it can act as an acceptor, like it accepts the string and it goes to the final state. Or if it is not reaching to the final state, that means the string is rejected by the machine. Or it can work as a recognizer, like it can recognize a particular string. So pushdown machine here, it is working as an acceptor of the string or recognizer of the string. And after recognizing or accepting the string, it reaches to the final state. Okay, so you have the input tape, you have the read head, and the read head can perform two operations. It can read the input tape, that is input symbol. At the same time, it can also read the top of the stack. And in the stack memory, we assume that Z0 is the initial empty stack symbol. If the pointer top of the stack is pointing to Z0, that means the stack is empty and there are no symbols inside the stack. On the stack, we can perform push, pop, and no operations. Push operation will insert the element in the stack, and pop operation will remove the element from the stack, and immediately the top of the stack is changed. And no operation will allow the pointer to remain at the same place. Okay, but read write head for input, read head for the input string, by default after reading the symbol it goes to write. Okay, so after reading A it goes to write, after reading this A it goes to B, now after reading this B it will go to this B. So like this, it will by default after reading it will go to write and it cannot go back. Okay, once the string is processed or the symbol is processed, it cannot go back. It will always by default after reading it will go ahead till it gets the blank and the string is over. But here for the stack, it can remain in the top of the stack for no operation. Push will insert the element, pop will remove the element from the stack. Okay, so this way it works. And as I told you, after processing the string, it reaches to the final state. Okay, and we can represent or we can visualize pushdown machine with the help of a transition diagram and transition rules. So the formal definition of pushdown machine is that it is a group of 7 elements: Q, sigma, delta, rho, Q0, Z0, and F, where Q is similar, finite set of states, sigma is the finite set of input alphabet, delta is the transition function, current state, symbol on the input tape, symbol on the stack. So group of 3 is equal to new state and the stack operation. So it's easy to remember if it is remembered like this, and in the mathematically you can represent it like this, because this row indicates the stack symbol. It is the set of symbols that can be written onto the stack. Okay, so here we represent the top of the stack symbol, and here we represent last two symbols for the push operation, epsilon for the pop operation, and the same symbol for the no operation. And Z0 is the empty stack symbol, Q0 is the initial state, and F is the state of final states. So like this, you can visualize the working, like A is added and the top of the stack is changed. Pointer will go ahead. Again, A for A, the A is added onto the stack and pointer goes ahead. For B, if it is a pop operation, A is deleted. And then for the next B, it will now it will top of the stack is changed. And for the next B with A, again the pop operation is done. So epsilon symbol is written onto the stack. It will go ahead and this is changed. Okay, so I'll just show this again to visualize the working. So initially it is reading the leftmost symbol on the tape and Z0 on the stack. After reading the symbol, the pointer is going ahead. A is pushed. Suppose there is a push operation. So A is added onto the stack. Top of the stack is changed, and the read head is ready to read the next symbol. So all these things will happen at the same moment. Okay, everything will happen in the same moment. Like the top of the stack is changed, and the input tape is now ready to read the next symbol. Now for A, here there is A and there is A over here. Suppose again there is a push operation. Then also the push operation is performed by adding A and moving the read head ahead. Then for B, if you want to remove the symbol from the stack, how it will work is that the A is replaced with epsilon, read head is changed, and both the pointers are updated. For this B, if A is to be removed, A is replaced with epsilon, top of the stack is changed, and read head is reading the next symbol. Okay, so this way it is going to work. And no operation, this top of the stack pointer will not change, and it will remain at the same location. Okay, so so this way you need to remember the working of the machine. So let's solve the problem now. You actually have taught you about the designing of the push down machine. So I expect that you are also solving along with me, and you try to solve on your own. Whenever there is any issue or any problem, you can refer to the slide. Okay, so the question is design push down machine for the language a raised to n x, where n is greater than or equal to 0. Means a can be 0 also. This can be 0 also. But if it is 1, then there is 1a, or n can be anything, any number. So there can be 100 a's or 10 a's or 15 a's or 0 number of a's. And after that, 1x should be there. Okay, but what is meant by x? X is a combination of a's and b's, bracket string. So x can be a group of a's and b's. So it can be a small a or b or c or anything. Okay, and we have to design the push down machine for this. Okay, so first step, these are the steps. Define the push down machine, then draw the transition diagram and logic, then write the rules, show the instantaneous description, and then the final statement. And this question is there for the 10 marks, like for 10 marks. So define push down machine. It is a group of 7 elements, and write the meaning of each and everything. Even you can even add the information about PDA, that it is a machine that can understand CFL, and CFL is the language for CFG. That is the type 2 grammar of Chomsky hierarchy. Like this, you can write down. Now then the logic is that what I'll do is that I'll push all the A's onto the stack. Okay, and what they're saying is that the length of x should be less than or equal to n. Means here the number of a's should be greater than number of x, number of symbols in the x. X is a combination of A's and B's, and here there are all A's. Okay, so what is the meaning is that, like here you can have the number of symbols for the X is less than the number of total number of A's. So what will be the logic? My logic is that you can have your own logic. And my logic, I'm just saying that I'm going to push all the A's onto the stack. So push initial all consecutive A's on the stack is the first step. And then whenever you start getting the B, first B, for first B, what you do is that you start for every symbol, you start performing the pop operation from the stack. And after, like when the X is over, you should have some A's remaining in the stack. And then if A's are there, then you can stop by going to the final state. Okay, if you have not understood this, whenever we solve the problem you will understand. Okay, what I'm saying is that here the total number of A's are greater than total number of symbols in X. X is made up of A's and B's, so we are ignoring if it is starting with A, then we are taking that A as a part of A raised to n only. And what we are saying is that we are going to push all the A's onto the stack. Whenever you get first B, for first B onwards, you perform pop operation from the stack. When X is over, you should have some A's remaining in the stack, and then it should be the accepted condition. Okay, if the stack is empty, when you are processing X, if the stack is empty, that means the string should be rejected, and it should not go to the final state. Okay, so I'm assuming that my n is equal to 4. So I'm taking 4 A's, and my magnitude of X is equal to 3. So the magnitude of X is less than n, and there are three symbols in X. So I'm taking the symbols as double BA as the magnitude of X. So I'm taking a string. You have to, this is a trial and error method because it is a designing problem. And you will have to keep on verifying your answer by taking multiple strings similar to FSM ka designing. So take multiple strings and verify your answer after solving the question. First time I'm taking the string as 4A's and double BA, where my n is equal to 4 and magnitude of X is equal to 3. Okay, so now this is the initial condition, and the initial state is Q0. So this is the initial state of the machine, that it is in the state Q0 and it is reading the symbol A and Z0. So now what is my logic is that I'm going to push all A's onto the stack, all 4 A's onto the stack. And when I start getting B, I'll remove this symbol. Then for second B, I'm removing the second A. For third symbol, I'm removing the third symbol. And then I need to have at least one A over here. And then it is accepted. Okay. So once you understand the logic, it's very easy to design. Now you need to remember the notations, like how to write down these transitions, how to draw the transitions, and how to write down the rules. Once you know this notation of representation, then it is very easy to solve these problems. Okay. So what I'm saying is that with A and Z0, like A in the state Q0, with A and Z0 push operations, so stack ka contents will become AZ0. So that I'll show with the help of this transition, that this A is added onto the stack, and I'm drawing the diagram at the same time, and I'm saying that A comma Z0 in the state Q0, A comma Z0 is changing, like Z0 is changed to AZ0, means it is a push operation. Okay, here this is the state, current state. And now the loop is there, so it will remain in the same state. So previous state was Q0, new state is also Q0. But here the A is the input symbol. For input symbol A and stack symbol Z0, what is the stack operation? That is a push operation. And for push operation, we show last two symbols, that is AZ0. Okay, so here this Z0 slash AZ0, that means that this is the stack symbol, Z0 is replaced with AZ0. So we say that A and Z0 both are the symbols in the stack. So these are the last two or the top two symbols of the stack. Okay, so the meaning here, if you understand this, it's very easy. Current state is Q0 with input symbol A and stack symbol Z0. Z0 is with respect to the stack, and these are the stack contents, new stack contents. Okay, so AZ0 is a push operation, so A is added. So again, now it will go ahead, this read ahead will go ahead, and now it is ready to read the next symbol. Now this next symbol is A and stack symbol is A. Here it was A and Z0 previously. Now it will be A comma A. So for A comma A also, we need to write down define the rule that if it is A and here A, push A onto the stack. So write that and write it here. So A comma A is equal to double A. So last two symbols of the stack are represented here. That this A is on the input tape and this A is on the stack, this A, and now this single A is changed to double A. So this is a push operation. So this will be there in the stack. So how to show this transition? That for this particular loop, again you don't have to draw this loop because both the rules will apply for this transition, and you can write down near to that transition. Okay, so it's easy to understand. So A is the input tape, A is the stack symbol. On the stack, push operation is done. So now this A is this A, and this is a new A added. This is the first A, the tape input tape A is the first A. This, and this is the stack ka A. So it has gone below, and top of the stack is now pointing to the new A. Okay. Now the read head will, after reading by default, it will go ahead. Now it is ready to read the next symbol. Again, the condition is same. Like here there is A and here there is A. So that is already defined. So we don't have to define it again. So as per this rule, now the machine will again transit. It will start from Q0. It will reach to Q0, and this A will be added onto the stack because of this double A operation. So this A will be added onto the stack, and now it has move ahead. It is ready to read the next A. Again, the same rule is applied, so we don't have to write a new rule. So A comma A, double A. So this fourth A is added onto the stack here, and now top of the stack is pointing to the new A, and read head has gone ahead. Now it is getting B. Okay, so when it starts getting B, now we have to perform pop operation onto the stack. Okay, so we will have a state change. We will have a state change because if you start writing the rules here, then it will not behave properly. The machine will not behave properly. So make a state transition. Okay, and in the transition, what my logic is that for any symbol over here, perform the pop operation, means delete the first symbol top of the stack, and top of the stack will be modified. So pop operation is performed, means remove this A. Okay, so for B comma A, it will be B comma A. Okay, so the transition will be B comma A is equal to and A is changed to epsilon. Means here what we are saying is that A will be replaced with epsilon symbol. Means it is erased from the stack. So how to show the transition? That it will go to the new state Q1, and this B was the input tape symbol, and A is on the stack. So A is replaced with epsilon, and it's going to Q1. Okay. So now it is in the Q1 state. Machine is in the Q1 state, and read head is ready to read the next symbol, that is small b, and top of the stack is small a. So we have to repeat the same operation. So now there will be a loop here in the state Q1. So in the state Q1, you can again will have the same transition, that B comma A is epsilon. Means B comma A and A is changed with epsilon. So we'll have a loop here that for this second B, this A is deleted with epsilon, and it's remaining in the same state, because you may have multiple B's over here. Now in the state Q1, you are having the next symbol as small a, and here the small a. So even for A also we have to go on erasing. Once, because our question is a raised to n x, means all the a raised to n is all a's are already pushed onto the stack, and now the job is for every symbol of x perform the pop operation. So even if it is B or A, we have to perform the pop operation. So A comma A will be epsilon, like A is replaced with epsilon. So A comma A is epsilon. So for this third A, it is epsilon. Okay, so now you can visualize here that there were 4 A's onto the stack. All 4 A's were there onto the stack. For double B A, for all these 3 symbols, they are now erased from the stack. Okay, and I have written down the transition here for Q1, that A comma A and A is replaced with epsilon. So here, what is the meaning of this after comma? What we write? What is the meaning of this particular notation? Is that the symbol A is replaced with epsilon, that indicates a pop operation. But if you say A comma A slash double A, that means A is replaced with double A, and where we show the last two symbols of the stack, like top of the top two symbols of the stack. That means it is a push operation. So a pop operation may we use epsilon symbol, and push operation we use two top symbols of the stack. Okay, so A comma A we have already done. Now it is getting capital B, and with capital B means that the string is over. So in the state Q1, if we are getting B, and for the B at least one A should be there. So for B, if there is at least one A, it will go to the final state. So in the state Q1, whenever it will get capital B and A, there will be no operation on the stack. No operation on the stack means A will remain A and the top of the stack will remain at the same location. So B comma A is going to remain as A only, and it is going to the final state. Okay, Q2. And in the diagram we are showing this by double circle. That means it is a final state. And once it reaches to the final state, there are no transitions, so it will halt. It will halt. And in the diagram we are representing it and telling that this is a final state. That means successfully the string is accepted by the machine. Okay, and if the machine after processing the entire string, if the machine is in one of the intermediate states which are not the final states, then we say that the string is rejected by the machine. Okay, so this will be the end of the design. Okay, but now if you are having this n is greater than or equal to 0, so if there are no a's, then the size of x should also be the less than n. So if the string is blank, then also it should be accepted. So we can have the initial state as a final state also. Initial state as a final state also. That is also fine, because your length of x can be 0. So you may have only two a's. Two a's are also accepted. A single a is accepted, and blank is also accepted. Okay, so initial state can also be the final state in this case. So we need to show that also. Now I think in my animation it will appear afterwards. Let's see how to write the transition rules. So now once the diagram is done, this is your calculation that you are doing. Okay, so when you're solving this question in the exam, you also do this calculation, and to the right hand side or below that you just draw the diagram. After completion of the diagram, you need to write down all the rules. So start writing from the first rule. Okay, so that a comma z0 slash z0. So how to write it? So for this particular problem, I'll tell you in detail, and then from next problem onwards, we'll just see what are the transition rules. Okay, so pay your attention properly. Right now, I'm just telling you how to write down the transition rules from the diagram. So you are in the state Q0, first rule. In the state Q0, the input symbol is A and the stack symbol is Z0. So how to write it in the delta? That delta Q0 comma A comma Z0. Okay, so this we are writing in the form of delta Q0 A comma Z0 is the delta function, transition function. That is equal to here the new state. So the transition is a loop. So the new state is the same one, and Z0 changed to AZ0. So so write here the stack operation. Right here the stack operation. So here we write the previous state. Here we write the next state. Here we write the symbol on the tape and the symbol on the stack. And then here we write the stack contents. So in the stack, AZ0 indicates it is a push operation. So like this, for the next one, A comma A double A, it is again a push operation. So Q0 A comma A is equal to Q0 double A. So now it is easy to understand how to write it. So these two transitions rules we have written down. Now we have to write down the next rule, that is B comma A epsilon. So the third rule is Q0 in the state Q0 B comma A. In the state Q0 B comma A, and delta transition function is equal to the next state. Next state is Q1. So the next state is Q1. That's why here in the right hand side there is Q1. So new state is Q1 and the stack contents are epsilon. So here we are writing epsilon. So that means A is erased. Okay, so for this B we are erasing this A. So that is a pop operation. So this way you need to write down here. This is the previous state, this is the next state, and A is erased. So epsilon. So we have done with this second rule. Now write down for the fourth rule. Fourth rule is delta Q1 B comma A is equal to, it is a loop here. So again the next state is Q1 and it is a pop operation. So it is epsilon written here over here. So it is a pop operation. Then write down the rule for this transition A comma A. So delta Q1 A comma A is equal to Q1 epsilon. Next state is. So just remember here, this is a previous state, this is the next state, this is the input type symbol, this is the stack symbol, and this is the stack operation. Epsilon indicates it is a pop operation. So I have to write here pop. Okay, so here it is a, it is not a push operation, it is a pop operation. Because epsilon is there. Okay, now the next one is, the next rule is, the last rule is in Q1 with blank symbol on the tape, if there is A in the stack, so at least one A is there in the stack and then it is correct. So Q1 B comma A will reach to the final state Q2 Z0, and here you can write down below Q2 that it is a final state, or you can mention that we are halting by going to the final state. Because if you remember, I told you that in case of push down machine, we can halt the machine by going to the final state or by erasing the stack. So we can have multiple transitions to erase all the symbols of the stack. And if Z0 is also erased, then also the machine can halt. Okay. So here we are, but I prefer to halt the machine by going to the final state. So I'm saying that when it reaches to final state Q2, it will be the end of the design. So all A's should be accepted. All A's also should be accepted. Okay, so this is done for this particular example. Now, as I told you, all A's should also be accepted. If all A's are there, it should be accepted because X can be, X is A comma B string, means the length of the X can also be 0. So in that case, your initial state can be final state. So we can also mention that. That means what I'm telling you is that it is not like you are taking one particular string and solving and your answer is done. You have to try and verify your answer again and again by taking multiple 5-6 different strings, and ensure that all the transitions are done properly and all the final states are mentioned, and then only you can stop. Okay, what students do, that they understand how to design push down machine. Once they understand how to design the push down machine, they try only for one particular case and then they stop. And then there are some missing transitions and the answer is partially correct. Okay, and for partially correct answer, out of 10 you will get maximum 3 to 4 marks, and you're losing your marks because you have not tried for multiple strings. So try with multiple strings for all the designing problems of TCS. And now I'm just showing you this instantaneous description only once or twice, and then I'm not going to discuss or spend much time on this too for the rest of the problems. Okay, for this particular part and this instantaneous description. So right now I'm just telling you the instantaneous description. From next problem onwards, we will concentrate only on the transition diagram and the logic. Okay, so here for so take this example, instantaneous description, that start from the Q0 and Z0. Q0 is a state, Z0 is a stack contents, and this is a string, 4 is double BA. Okay, so in the instantaneous description, we represent 3 elements separated by comma. The first element is the state. The last element is the stack content. Here it is a stack of contents, all the contents of the stack. And here there is a string on the tape. So on the tape, the string is 4A's and double BA. 4A's and double BA. Okay, so what is happening? This is at the initial instant of time. Then after the first operation done, what is going to happen? That you have to write down in the next instant. And two instants are separated by this pipe or this vertical line and horizontal line. So initially this was the first, at first instant, this was the state of the machine. Then in the second instant, this was the state of the machine. Then again in the third instant. So like this here, what are the, how many instants are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So in total 9 steps, this operation or this particular string will be accepted by the machine. So in the first instant, this was the condition of your machine. So now in the second instant, what is going to happen? A is added onto the stack. So just represent that. That now here there are 3 A's and double BA on the tape and A is added onto the stack. Then in the next instant, again A is added onto the stack. So here this A is removed and you have double A, double B, A on the tape and double A Z0 onto the stack. In the next instant, again this A is added onto the stack. So now it is A double B A and triple A Z0 on the stack. Then the fourth A is added and now on the stack 4 A's and Z0 is there and double B A on the input tape. Then for 1B, this A is removed. So now you are having BA on the stack and triple A Z0 on the stack. Then for the second B, this A is removed. So you are having A on the tape and double A Z0 on the stack. Then this A is removed. After removal of this A, there will be capital B, means the blank symbol on the tape, and on the stack AZ0. But here the state is Q1. Okay, whenever you start getting B, the state is changed here. So you are representing that also. That from Q0, the state is Q1. Now in Q1 with B and AZ0, it is going to go to the final state Q2, B, AZ0. So on the stack AZ0 is remain as it is, and it is reaching to the final state Q2, and it is going to halt. Okay. Or the another way to solve the problem is that you go on erasing all the contents after this of the stack, and then with empty stack it will stop. Okay, so this is done. I think there are no doubts now. So these are the transition rules, and this is the instantaneous description which I have told you right now properly. From next problem onwards, we are not going to spend much time on this explanation. Okay, so we'll just concentrate on drawing the diagram. But remember, when you solve the problem, you have to define the push down machine, then define your logic, then take a particular example and solve it. As you are solving it by assuming yourself as a push down machine, start drawing the transition diagram, and for the transitions, every transition, write down the corresponding rule, then write down the instantaneous description, and then write the final statement. In the final statement, you have to, you are designing push down machine, means you have to inform about each and every element, that what is capital Q. So capital Q is Q0, Q1 and Q2. Sigma is A comma B. Delta is as per this table. And rho is the stack symbols which we can write onto the stack. So onto the stack we can write only small a and Z0. Okay, so it is small a Z0 on the row, on the stack. So this is a stack similar to sigma. This row is similar to sigma, but row is for input tape, sigma is for input tape, and row is for stack. Okay, just look at here. This is a sigma. Sigma, these are the symbols on the tape, and row are the symbols of the stack. Okay, so on the stack we can write A and Z0. So A and Z0 are the symbols of the stack or epsilon. Epsilon is optional. Q0 is the initial state, Z0 is the initial stack symbol, capital F is equal to, there are two states now, Q0 and Q2. So you can write down here Q0, Q2 as the final state. Okay, so with this final statement, always you need to specify the values, and there is at least 1 mark for writing the final statement, because here only your design is getting over, and you are telling what are the values of different elements of push down machine. Okay. Any doubts in this now? If there are any doubts, just write down in the chat. Okay. Like you have not understood about the instantaneous description or how to write the transition function. If there is any doubt, you write down in the chat box. And then we'll go ahead now for the next problem. Okay, so the next question is now design push-down machine for the language L that is equal to a raised to n, b raised to m, a raised to n. So it is similar to a raised to n, b raised to n wala problem. But here, what is it is saying that number of a's and n and m are greater than or equal to 1. That means the minimum length string is ABA. Minimum length string is ABA. So at least 1A, 1B, and 1A is needed. But if you see this, number of A's to left and number of A's to right are same. So here if 2 A's are there, you need to have 2 A's here. If there are 3 A's here, then 3 A's to right. And B's can be anything. But at least 1 B should be there. Okay. So this way you need to interpret the question and find out the strings belonging to this language. So make a list of strings belonging to the language, 5 to 10 strings belonging to the language. And then first 2-3, take first 2-3 strings. By taking that strings, you design your answer, design the push down machine. And for remaining strings, you need to verify your answer. Okay, so literally I'm telling you that you make a practice of identifying 10 different strings of this language. And for first 3-4 strings, using them, you design. And remaining strings, you just verify. And don't be lazy in verifying your answer. And when you verify your answer, that time you may find out some missing transitions. Plus, you take 1 or 2 wrong strings, which are not belonging to this language. And if your string is, if your machine is not accepting them, then also it is the correct answer. So like this, you need to verify your answer properly when you design. Okay, so write down the steps, write down the definition of push down machine, write down the logic. Now my logic will be for all A's, perform the push operation. Push A's onto the stack. Then for B's, do nothing. Okay, at least 1 B should be there. But for B's, don't do anything. So for all B's, no operation. And remain in the state Q1. Okay. In the state Q0, push all A's. When you get first B, go to the state Q1. In the state Q1, for all B's, do nothing on the stack. And then you should start getting A's. Then for every A, remove A from the, for one A, remove one A. For the next A, remove the next A from the stack. So like this, for every A after B's, start performing pop operation from the stack. And then finally, with blank on the tape, you should have Z0 in the stack. And then you can stop. Okay, so this is the logic. Now, so I take a proper string. Okay, so I'm taking a proper string of a proper length, like 3 A's to the left, 3 A's to the right, and 2 B's in between. Okay, so this is my input string, AAA, double B, AAA. So this is my initial state of machine. In the initial state of machine, the state is Q0. Read head is reading small a. At the same time, it is reading the stack symbol Z0. Okay. So now my logic is that push all 3 A's onto the stack. Here you push all 3 A's here onto the stack. Then for B's, go to the next state and do nothing. Okay, on the stack. It will just keep on going ahead. Now when it gets A, that time remove the A from the stack. So for this A, remove this A. For reading this A, remove this A from the stack. And when you read this third A, remove the third A from the stack. And then from capital B, you should get Z0. This is my logic. Okay. So how to design it? Now here in the state Q0, you are having A comma Z0. Okay. So Q0 A comma Z0. So I'm showing the transition. A comma Z0 is equal to A Z0, and A is added onto the stack. So this A is added onto the stack, and this is the transition. That in the state Q0, A with Z0 is equal to A Z0. Now the read head will go ahead. Okay. So now this is done in the same moment. Like in one particular instant, what is going to happen is A added onto the stack and read head is going ahead. Okay. So this is happening in one instant, one operation. Okay, so A is added onto the stack. Now it is ready to read the next step. But now what is the condition here? A with A. Now it is not A comma Z0. It is A comma A. So for A comma A, again the same operation push. So A comma A will be done with this rule. A added onto the stack, and here A comma A is equal to A double A. So that, and it will remain in the same state. And read head will go ahead. Okay, so I'll show this again. Now A comma A will be push operation. So it will push onto the stack and it will go ahead. And this is your transition. So now it is ready to read the next state. So again it will push onto the stack and it will go ahead. And it is following the same transition, this transition. And it is in the state Q0. So we don't have to write it again because it is already written. Now it is getting B. So for B, go to the next state. So B comma A. The situation is now B comma A. So for B comma A is going to remain A. So B comma A is going to remain A, means it is a no operation. So stack, top of the stack will not change, but read head will go ahead. Okay, so I'll show this again. B comma A will remain A, going to the next state, and read head gone ahead. Because A is remaining A, means it is a no operation. Okay, now it is again B comma A. So it will remain in the same state. So B comma A is remaining in the same state and read head is going ahead. And the top of the stack is not changed because it is a no operation. So this B comma A is no operation. Top of the stack is remaining same, but read head has gone ahead. Now it is A. So for A with A, pop. Okay, so in the state Q1, A with A is A deleted and it's going to the next state and read head gone ahead. Okay, so from Q1, A comma A is erased from the stack and it's going to the next state. And read head is now ready to read the next second A. So for the second A, and with this top of the stack, again it should be erased. So in the state Q2, you will have a loop because you have to repeat this process. So A comma A erased, it's remaining in the same state and read head gone ahead. So now for the third A, it is reading the third A, but already in the state Q2, the transition is mentioned. So as per this transition, it will work and this A is erased and now it will move ahead. Okay, so now both of the pointers are modified and it is reading now capital B, means the string is over, and with blank on the tape and Z0 on the stack symbol, it is going to halt by going to the final state. Okay, so B in the state Q2, if there is capital B and if capital B is matching with Z0, that means number of A's to the left hand side and number of A's to the right hand side is matching, and it's going to halt. Okay, suppose now you take 2 A's and 3 A's. So what will happen? 2 A's are there. 2 A's are there. So for this first 2 A's, you will perform pop operation. And for third A, you will not reach here. Here in Q2, there will be a situation where there is A here, there is a blank here, and there is A here. Okay, so I'll just write down this if it is difficult to understand. That suppose my string is A, B, and A only. So it should be rejected. So how it will work? For first A, it will be added here. Second A will be added here. So with this AZ0, it will add this A. With A comma A, it will add the second A. Now there is B comma A. So without doing anything, it will go to the state Q1 for this B. Okay, this is done. This is done. Now for B, it will go here in the state Q1. And stack will remain unchanged. In the Q1, it is getting A. So A comma A, like this you have to verify. A comma A is deleted. So this with the read of operation of this A, this is erased from the stack. Now the stack is reading this A. Okay, stack pointer is here now, and here there is a capital B because the string is over. Okay, so but it is in the state Q2. Okay, so Q2 may this A is erased with A, and it is in the state Q2. And the Q2 for capital B, the transition is Z0. So it is saying that with capital B here on the stack you should have Z0, and if it is not, means it is a mismatch. So there is no transition in Q2 for B comma A. Okay, so it is like non-deterministic finite state machine. We don't show all the transitions. So here also we are not showing any transition for capital B comma A. So means there is no transition. Means the machine is confused, and it will be in the hang state, or it will go into the block mode. The machine will go to the block mode, and that is halting with error. Okay, so capital B with A is not there. Capital B with Z0 is the rule which we have defined, but now it has gone, or it has stuck into the state where it is trying to find out a rule for capital B with small a, and is not going to get that rule because that rule is not defined. So it is remaining in Q2 only, and it is not understanding what to do ahead, and it is gone into the halt state. Means it has gone into the hang state, and it is and then we assume that the string is rejected by the machine because our string is not correct. 2 A's to the left and 1 A to the right, which is not a string belonging to this language. So for such a kind of string, it should be rejected by the machine. And as there is no rule, it is trying to find out now the rule that if there is a capital B and if there is small a onto the stack, what is to be done, and which is not defined in the rules. So if it is not defined in the rule, machine will not understand what to do next, and it will remain there in the state Q2, and it will not do any operation, and it will halt with some error. So we say that it is halt with some error. Okay, so like this you need to verify your answer for everything. Now once this is done, write down the transition rules. So write down the transition rules. Total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 rules are there. So first two push operations, then one no operation for this, again for this no operation, and then there are two pop operations. These two pop operations, and then B comma Z0 by going to the no operation and going to the final state will fault. So this way it is going to work. So so here we are writing Q0 as the initial, as the state, A comma Z0 here, A comma Z0, and right hand side is AZ0. So here we represent that AZ0, and the next state is Q0. Then Q0 A comma A double A. Okay, so like this. Then write down the final answer. Okay, write down the final answer. The final answer is the push down machine with all the 7 elements. Capital Q is equal to 4 states Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3. Sigma is equal to A comma B. Sigma is made up of this word. The word is made up of sigma. Z0 is the stack symbol. Delta is the current state symbol on the stack, including blank symbol. Here you can write capital B or epsilon, anything. And stack symbol on the stack belonging to row. We define the rule as next state and the stack operation. Okay, so this everything is similar to this what we write here. Okay, so this capital Q means the state Q2. Sigma union epsilon means capital B on the tape. Row means Z0 means the symbol belonging to row is equal to next state, that is Q3 belonging to capital Q, and a row star indicates the stack operation. So stack operation, if it is Z0 to Z0 means no operation. A epsilon means pop operation. A erased by epsilon is a pop operation. A remaining A is no operation. A remaining A is no operation. A being AA is a push operation, and Z0 being AZ0 is a push operation. So in push operation we represent top two symbols of the stack, and in no operation we write down the same symbol as it is, And in the pop operation, we erase the content of the stack by writing blank. Okay, so this way you can complete your answer and you can verify your answer. This is the next problem. So we can verify your answer by taking proper strings, right and wrong strings. Okay. So as we cannot cover the entire problem now, only 5 minutes are left. So I'll just summarize what we have done today. That we have solved two different problems of designing a push down machine, and for designing of the push down machine, follow all the 5 steps. Don't forget to take multiple strings belonging to the language and the strings which are not belonging to the language, and always verify your answer. Okay, so we'll stop for the today's lecture. In the next lecture, we'll see some more problems of designing a push down machine. Okay, any doubts, write down in the chat box. You are not interacting.